Hi, and welcome to Best in Tesla. So Ark Invest has come out with their new price target for Tesla and with their big report, Big Ideas for 2025. In this video, I will dive into the information about the Robotaxis from Ark Invest's Big Ideas. But I will dive into robots, energy and reusable rockets in future videos, so stay tuned for those. But Ark Invest has come out with a new price target for Tesla, giving Tesla huge valuation in 2029 because Tesla's Robotaxi could generate $34 trillion in enterprise value within 5 years. So let's check it all out and let's dive right in. So Ark Invest has 5 innovative platforms that they are talking about. They are catalyzing accelerated growth. And Tesla is in 3 of them: AI, energy storage, and robotics. So there is a lot to uncover and dive into, so I thought we should take it one innovation at a time and maybe do a recap video on all of it and Tesla's future valuation. But let's start with Robotaxis and Ark Invest new Tesla price target. So Ark Invest new price targets are for 2029. So yes, Ark Invest does have a much longer time horizon than most of Wall Street analysts that only have about 12 to 18 months. But that is also why they usually miss out on disruptions, as they don't see it before it's already here and obvious to everyone. But Ark Invest has a bear case of $1,500, almost 4x as where it is today, a base case of $2,600, so more than 6x from today, and their bull case is $4,000. 10x from where we are at today. And this valuation is all without any valuation to the humanoid robot. And before people start screaming they are crazy and that will never happen, let's look at Ark Invest track record, and then you can look at your own track record and see who might have the best track record. Because back in 2018, Cathie Wood predicted the Tesla stock would reach $4,000 by 2023. Most of Wall Street was laughing at this valuation, like they are probably laughing at the new valuation for Tesla, because unfortunately Wall Street doesn't seem to learn too much from their past mistakes. But the $4,000 price target, pre-split of course, was not hit by 2023, but they already got to that target in January 2021, 2 years early. So let's just hear what Cathie Wood had to say back in 2018.
This trading around, this trading range, you as a trader and investor, but as a trader also, understand that when you build a base like that, one of 2 things is going to happen. It's either going to break down, and that's what a lot of the bears have been betting on, and they've been throwing everything at it, or it's going to break out. Clearly, we believe is going to break out. And the longer the base, you say 5 years, the longer the base, the bigger the breakout. So we're really looking forward to that.
Yep, can't wait for that next breakout when Tesla finally delivers on unsupervised full self-driving cars this year. Then people will really not have anything left to throw at Tesla. And we have to remember that Tesla's neural network that is driving their cars is the biggest real-world AI project in the world right now. And because Tesla and Elon Musk other companies are so heavily focused and invested in AI, this will accelerate every other part of Tesla's business, as Ark Invest also commented on in their report, that all of these innovations are going to accelerate each other's growth rate. And as I have used this chess example many times before in my videos over the last 5 years trying to explain exponential growth, I thought it was very cool to see this slide from Ark Invest. AI is accelerating the performance doubling rate, closing in on the end of the chessboard. Enabled primarily by architectural improvement in AI systems, performance per dollars of AI compute is expected to improve over 1,000-fold by 2030. At that time, we expect that compute performance will have doubled 64 times since the advance of the integrated circuit. Doubled 64 times. That is the end of the chessboard with its 64 squares. So in 5 years, we will be heading off the chessboard with AI. And this AI is of course what is running Tesla's cars. 100% neural network driving the cars today. And Tesla has been doubling down at their earnings call on their unsupervised full self-driving coming in June 2025. And as we have talked about before, Tesla can see about 6 months out in the future with their alpha program compared to what you and I see with the public beta program. So for Tesla to still have less than 6 month timeline for when they will have solved it is very, very bullish. And they, of course, also have just released unsupervised for their cars at their Fremont and Texas factory. And sure, haters and clowns like Dan O'Dawn trying to say that so many other companies have been doing this for years, but not with the same technology as Tesla is. And Dan even got community noted as he can't really lie anymore on the X platform, so it's getting harder for Dan O'Clown to spread misinformation about Tesla's full self-driving software. But he is of course getting desperate as Tesla is getting close, within months, from releasing unsupervised full self-driving software to the roads in the US, destroying Dan's business. As the community note said, I work for BMW. The cars are controlled externally and not driving themselves. As BMW stated, unlike autonomous driving, in road traffic, the vehicles do not guide themselves using their built-in sensors, but instead using sensors along the factory route. Nice try, Dan. But it's not the same technology. Just like you comparing Waymo to Tesla, again, it's not the same technology. But as Tasha Keeney from Ark Invest also wrote on X, it's out, our latest big idea deck. Get ready with me as we embark on the most pivotal year yet for robotaxis. But first, haven't I been saying this for a while? Yes. Aside from Waymo, many has promised autonomy and failed as shown below. This year, Tesla committed to a June launch. Yes, we only hear about how Elon has been screaming wolf for the last 8 years, but people seem to forget all the other automakers promising the same thing even earlier, but have completely given up. Where with Tesla, there is actually a wolf in the horizon, and have said coming in June, so people always yell at Elon for being late on full self-driving. But do you even remember Volvo promising full self-driving cars in 2017? The Drive Me project was initiated by Volvo Car Group in 2013, and in 2016 they said they would have 100 full self-driving cars on the road in 2017, which later got delayed until 2021, but Volvo closed the program down completely in 2019. And what did the public say? And Uber even made a partnership with Volvo, and Uber claimed that it would have full self-driving cars beginning operation in just a few weeks in Pittsburgh back in 2016. We are still waiting for that. So what did the public say? Or BMW, that also announced in 2016, that also pledged 2021 as the year during which it will unveil a fully autonomous car. It's called iX, and not only will it be autonomous, it will also be intelligent, lightweight, and the next generation of electromobility. Don't know if you have seen this nice-looking beast on the street, but I haven't been able to spot it yet. So, what did the public say? And Ford promised in 2016 driverless cars without steering wheels or pedals in 2021. And not just a little pilot program, no, it will have high-volume, fully autonomous vehicles for ride-sharing available not just for luxury customers, but for everyone. Well, that never happened, and their joint venture with Volkswagen also came and went. And what did the public say? And GM told its investors that they would earn $50 billion in revenue every year on robotaxis by 2030 and going forward. And that was less than 2 years ago they made that promise. Now they have closed Cruise down completely. I think this is much worse than Tesla that might be late. But by the looks of it, they are coming with unsupervised full self-driving this year. This is much better than all the other guys that completely have given up. And what did the public say? So yes, Elon and Tesla are the only ones getting hate for being late, but everyone else did basically promise autonomous cars by 2021, and none of the other automakers are even close or haven't just completely given up. And no hate has come their way. So they are now leaving this market wide open for Tesla to conquer, as Ark Invest wrote. Theoretically, Tesla alone could hit Ark Invest Robotaxi's industrial forecast in 2030. By 2030, Ark's research suggests that the numbers of robotaxis will have scaled to roughly 50 million globally. With Tesla at a 50% market share, competitors could face barriers to scale, given the intense price competition in China and the lack of alignment between technology providers and traditional automakers, as I also talked about in my video yesterday. Separately, if it were to allocate 100% of its future vehicle production to robotaxi service instead of the 30 to 40% assumed, Tesla alone could hit Ark Invest robotaxi industry forecast in 2030. But no matter how big market share Tesla will get in this robotaxi industry, we are talking trillions of dollars in value for Tesla and its investors, as Ark Invest projects that Tesla's robotaxi could generate $34 trillion in enterprise value within 5 years. Enterprise value is just a measurement of the company's total value, reflecting what it would cost to buy the entire company, including its debt and cash reserves and so on, and transferring Tesla from an automaker into a high-margin AI-driven mobility platform with massive recurring revenue. Yes, and Ark Invest also showed why Tesla will be disruptive to someone like Waymo and Uber, as I also talked about in my video yesterday, because as Ark Invest also says, Tesla's cost per mile is 30 to 40% lower than Waymo's. Its high cost structure is likely to make Waymo less competitive or less profitable than a cybercab robotaxi service. Yep, Waymo's dependent on LiDAR and higher cost auto manufacturer are two drags on its competitive position. Yes, exactly. So for $5 billion, and you can see on this chart here, Tesla will be able to put a lot more robotaxis on the road than Waymo. And Uber's price per mile is, according to Ark Invest studies, 8 times higher than a robotaxi. So Uber has no chance but to pivot to robotaxis, as I also talked about yesterday, and Waymo is too uncompetitive in the US, so they will have to buy Tesla's cybercab if they want to stay alive, as they will be much more affordable to buy from Tesla. Ark Invest also agree with me that a robotaxi for $15,000 is possible. They do talk about efficiency and cost of batteries, but as I've explained in my video yesterday, Tesla will be able to produce a cybercab for about $15,000 when fully ramped, with all the innovation Tesla has made in manufacturing, with their unboxed production method, new powertrain and homegrown batteries, and so much more. 25 cents per mile, autonomous transportation could serve a much larger population than human-driven ride-hail does today. Meanwhile, based on how customers value their time, demand could be significant even at higher price point. Yes, I think this is one of the things that we still don't know and are still being discussed. Yes, robotaxis could be operating many more hours than a normal car, so one robotaxi could replace maybe 5 normal cars, but because transport is going to become so cheap, many more might want to use a car in the future, so the demand could go up, meaning even more cars on the road than before. So we will see how that all plays out and what will happen, but no matter what, parking places is definitely shrinking in the cities, making our cities much better place to be, and transport much cheaper. But according to Ark Invest, this should open up a $10 trillion market that Tesla be one of the biggest players in. Because sure, Waymo already has robotaxis on the street, but as this chart nicely shows, Tesla is still getting close to 100-fold more data from their cars driving themselves. Sure, supervised, but the cars are driving themselves, and Tesla is getting all of that data to feed their AI brain that will learn even faster and become much better at driving, and would end up with a general solution which Waymo will never ever have, which make them not competitive in the long run. As Ark Invest also shows, Tesla will be able to outcompete Waymo on price. But I'm also working on a new video about why Tesla not making their Cybercab able to use their big charging network is actually a genius move. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on that video and all the other videos coming out about Ark Invest Big Ideas 2025. And thank you for watching. And until next time, take care out there and be nice.